So we're gonna pick up these orbs, grapple melee, wipe this board right here, and then just go to town real quick. And yeah, 25,000 damage, dang near close to 26,000. This hand cannon is doing dumb damage in this build. Come check it out. Come check it out real quick. Let me show you guys how we're doing this, okay? What up, guys? Alchemist saying something nice for you. So today we're using not only the new hand cannon shotgun, but we also pairing it with Lucky Pants. And yes, you heard that right. Hand cannon shotgun. It's the first in Destiny 2. We'll get straight to it. So Lucky Pants, is, in case some of you guys don't know, Lucky Pants buff up hand cannons, any hand cannon that hunters use, and make it that the sprint, improve our sprint, our slide, airborne effectiveness, and whenever we pull it out, it got more accuracy, readies faster, and we got stacks that can go up to 10, increasing the damage of the hand cannon. The buffs can go up to like 450%, I believe. But if you get past the 6 stacks, you do get a debuff called Out of Luck, which make it that once you do the buff for illegal holster getting that extra damage, you gotta wait 10 seconds to be able to use the perk again. So as you can see, I got the stacks in the bottom. We get to 7, and once you get past 7, we get a debuff called Out of Luck, and it stays on for 10 seconds, and you gotta wait them 10 seconds in order to prop the exotic perk again. So keep in mind, if you want to make sure that don't happen, make sure your stacks don't go to 6. But in this build, go crazy. Am I right? Do not worry about it. You got other options when you wait them 10 seconds. Trust me. Okay. Now, the hand cannon for Nutria Ferra. Hope I pronounced that right. First, shotgun hand cannon. If you see, it got a plus symbol for the crosshair. When I shoot over here, bop, you see, it got a spread just like shotguns. You see the bullet patterns. Okay. Now, we got, I don't know the guide roll for this weapon. I will be trying to farm, but this build, we got Swashbuckler to increase our damage even more, and we are using our melee kills in this as well. So I was like, hey, I got the guide roll. I just know Swashbuckler, make the hand cannon do more damage. So that's for this build. And then we got Tenacity, will make it that when you kill targets, when you're surrounded or whatever, it increase the damage of this weapon and reload speed and handling until you die. I don't know how much damage buff Tenacity does, but it does stacks up to 20. So as long as you're not dying and getting kills with this weapon, it gets even stronger. Insane damage for this. Y'all seen the damage I just shown on the robot. It does more than that when you have prep time. That is without prep time. With prep time, it does even more than that. Kind of insane. And then we got the exotic mod on, which is only for this week. So, you know, utilize it. It basically makes it that explosive bombs pop out the enemy's bodies when you get a precision kill. And there's other ones too. There's a weird one where when you get precision kills, anything random can happen. A scythe can happen. A spear from Ruinous Effigy can come out. Freaking fake exotic Ingram can come out and blow up. It is a lot of random stuff. But I got the bomb one for basically get killed, bombs on the ground. And yeah, and be careful. These bombs can't hurt you. So be careful, but it is good for ad control. Now, we're also rocking Mint Retrograde with this build, so that when we are waiting up 10 seconds of illegal holster, we can use this rocket pulse rifle to do a lot of damage while waiting 10 seconds. So you're always going to be just going in crazy with this build, just doing a lot of damage. And then, of course, we got Fanatics Augur in this build to have fun and have a turret out there doing damage for us as well, or just to do damage against bosses. Very strong weapon this season. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a weapon to do damage doing DPS and stuff. Okay. Now, subclass. Rocking Golden Gun because of our artifact with Cauterized Darkness. So whenever an enemy is debuffed by a darkness debuff, by stasis or strand, any solar source do extra damage. So we're rocking Golden Gun to take out any other enemies that's not a boss, champions and stuff with this build. Gambler's Dodge, we got a Threaded Spike back. Threaded Spike gonna be the way we debuff enemies with a dark debuff. So we throw this to sever the enemies, and yeah, that's the way we're gonna be making our solar weapons and stuff do more damage. And yes, the hand cannon is a solar hand cannon, so this make it that this hand cannon will be doing 30% more damage to any enemy that's affected by the Threaded Spike with sever. We got grapple melee as well, so we can grapple melee and put radiant in people as well. not radiant, unraveling in enemies as well. So spread the unraveling to all the enemies and stuff, and we can continue the extra 30% damage. We got on Gunpowder Gamble. We're using a solo weapon, so we might as well abuse this. And then if enemies are affected by darkness, the explosion ignition also do 30% more damage. So we just really utilizing that categorized darkness in the artifact. We got Ascension on to get amplified, so the enemies can miss their shots on us. Amplified is just too good of a buff on ourselves. We can jolt the enemies as well, and we get some damage reduction from it. If you don't want Ascension, you can definitely go Stylish Executioner to go invisible after you get the kills. Definitely up to you. And maybe Threaded Spectre as well if you want to just put clones out there. But I recommend Ascension or Stylish Executioner. Now, rocking Faster to Dawn to get that extra 20% extra damage from Radiant, because we will be spamming our Threaded Spike, and Grapple Melee will give us Radiant as well. We got on Faster Protection, so that damage resistance. Faster Purpose, so when we pick up Orb Power, we get Restoration to stay alive longer, survivability. I want some survivability in this build, you know, instead of just balls to wall damage. We got Faster to Hope on, make it that we got our class ability back quicker whenever we got a buff on us. And then of course we got Faster to Courage on, so that when the enemies are affected by darkness, again, our golden gun will do more damage from us, you know, throwing our abilities out there and whatnot. Now, artifact. The main artifacts you want in this build is Fiber and Flame, Fiber, and Freeze. So you can put on the Solar and Strand mod, because that's what we're rocking this build, Solar and Strand weapons. You want to have on Fever and Chill, so when you're getting precision damage with your solo weapons, you get Radiant. You want to have on Elemental Benevolence, since we do got Ascension. If your teammates, you know, amplified, you'll get some bonus class ability energy. I believe it's 15. And you also got Radiant whenever you throw the spike. Teammates near you, they get Radiant as well. We got Threaded Blast on, because we will be making tangles from killing dark debuff enemies. We got on Categorized Darkness, like I said. Any enemy affected by darkness debuff will do 30% more damage to them with our solar damage. We got Elemental Coalescence on purpose, so that every time we're getting kills, we'll make a Fire Sprite, which would go in tangent with our Elemental Overdrive. Where basically, whenever we pick up Fire Sprite or any elemental pickup, you do 10% more damage for that element. So picking up Fire Sprite will make it that our hand cannon shotgun will do 10% more damage. And then we got on Radiant Shrapnel. Since we're going to have Radiant on non-stop, we might as well be making enemies get scorched and blow up from the solar mortar explosions. If you don't want Radiant Shrapnel on, you can definitely put on Tangle Web. Since we will be making tangles, you will suspend the enemies in the area. Suspend is a dark debuff, so your hand cannon be doing more damage to them as well. Or if you don't want any of those, you can definitely go Shield Crush to get some extra ability uptime and damage with your grenades and melee. All up to you. I said the only thing you need though is Elemental Overdrive and Elemental Coalescence. Those are the main two you want to combo with each other. And then of course, we get tangles as well, so your Mint Retrograde will be getting powered up as well when you throw a tangle. Mods. We got on Special Ammo Finder for our Mint Retrograde. Just a very powerful rocket pulse rifle. Highly recommended. It's just amazing for DPS and killing ads. You're missing out if you ain't using it. We got on the Solar Strand Dual Siphon, like I said. And then I just threw on a Harmonic Siphon just to get the extra super energy from picking up the orbs. But if you're playing with your teammates, definitely put on Powerful Friends. Help them get their armor charges as well. RMP rocking 2 melee fonts to get that plus 40 melee stat. So we have more uptime on our Threaded Spike. Chest piece rocking resist mods. But then we also got solar ammo generation. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this works based on whatever weapon you use on that element. You get more ammo generation for your special with heavy ammo. So we're going to be mostly killing people with a solar weapon. This makes the bar go up quicker. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it worked that way. But let me know in the comment section if it don't work that way. Lead piece on rocking Solar Weapon Surge, so that we get extra damage for our hand cannon. And then also got Strand Surge on for more damage for our rocket pulse rifle. And then I got Installation on. When I pick up orbs off the ground, I get my class ability back quicker, so I can spam Amplify more to get my Threaded Spike back quicker in case I don't get it back in time. Class ability, we got Reaper on, Orb of Power whenever we do Ascension, kill somebody. We got on Distribution, whenever we put Amplify near these enemies, we'll get ability cooldowns on all our abilities. And then we got Bomber on, so that whenever we pop M5, we get some grenade energy back. You can definitely change some of these mods around down here if you don't want them. Distribution and Bomber. Keep Reaper on though. Stats. We got 200 weapon stat. Non-negotiable. We going for the most damage in this build. So I want the hand cannon to get that extra 15%. and I want the rocket sidearm, rocket pulse rifle to get that 15%, and be doing the bonus damage against bosses as well, with Finale's Auger doing more damage to bosses as well. And then also too, getting more ammo from picking up bricks off the ground, so we never really run out of ammo for our rocket pulse rifle and heavy Finale Auger. Okay. Other than 200 weapon stat, I would say 70 melee and 70 class ability, so that you can spam your ascension and get your 30 spike, so you can spam it so that you can, you know, keep the dark debuff out there. I didn't have the armor for that, but I'm just letting you guys know. So I went the opposite route, ended up just going straight grenade so that I can spam grapple melee, so that I can spread unraveling to enemies, so I can still get the same result that I want. You feel me? But that's the build with Lucky Pants. Very strong. You take out subjugators easily. You just take out tanky enemies very easily. Can you take this in Mythic, which people love to ask? Yes, but you don't have much damage resistance in this build, so I don't recommend using it in Mythic content. Use it in Fable and stuff, you know. Use it in your power, your light level grinding. You know, you're trying to kill the bosses and stuff quick. Use it in those things. But in Mythic, there's way more optimal things in Mythic to survive and still put in work. Okay, so yeah, hope you guys enjoy this build with the new hand cannon. I love it. I love running around just spraying it and killing people. It's amazing. Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. Until next time, stay up.